Welcome back, my dudes. This is your boy Repreach here, trying to worm your way into your heart while having legs. And today I'm going to be doing stream extremely differently. If you haven't noticed, it's already a gorilla stream, and I'm feeling like I'm going to disable myself. I am working with my pen pad instead of my mouse, and I know that probably sounds like shouldn't it be the other way? No, because I'm not used to this thing yet. It's weird to me, and I'm gonna be trying to draw some like a chibi version of myself and then make some emojis. And I thought it'd be funny to do this as a stream, or at least just have it kind of recorded in some sort of a way. And it's just gonna be something chill. But the fact that I'm gonna be doing this without a mouse is gonna make me feel so stressed. Oh gosh, yeah, I really don't use the pad. At least to get the bait. At least to get majority of it. So we're not gonna. Uh-oh, that was the wrong thing. That was the camera. Hey Z. Uh, uh-oh. I can't do anything right. Can uh-oh. Hold up. We might not be working with VC Face for this. Cause your boy can't do his things right. Select. Can I change the input? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna have to restart VC Face because I unplugged the wrong input device. Meant to unplug the mouse pad, unplugged the whole camera. Your ugly face. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the plan. Always there. Always there. I probably sound more hollow since I'm not actually speaking to the mic for once. Let's change this to do the reprojection so virtual camera's back on. I just have to reset the tracking again. Please fix it. I'm getting excited. Oh, sorry. That's just gonna be the way it's gonna be for the entire stream. Yeah, that's not changing. That part's not gonna change. The fact my face is on the screen is not changing. Uh, or at least not yet. Don't worry. We'll mark it up and make it look less like me. Don't worry. Don't worry. I think, or will it? Who knows? The results of this might have a plushie in the aftermath. We do not know yet. Whoop. I feel so much more comfortable having a mouse. I don't know why, but I feel way more comfortable trying to draw with a mouse at this point after doing everything with a mouse and keyboard than I do with an actual draw pad because I'm just not used to it. So the simple things that we're gonna have to change on this is let's start with the simples. Let's literally just go with a circle. Move it, fix it, and then shrink it. Well, proportions are gonna get disproportionized. That should give us a start for at least the head. And let's completely flatten that out. So that's a start. I hope you're playing along. I don't want you to think I'm some sort of nah, nah, nah. I know you're not. I know you're not. So now the hairstyle. The hair is gonna be a little more. Hold up, actually. Should I try like simplifying the hair here first, or should I simplify the rest of me? The hardest thing is gonna be doing the scales that aren't like overly complicated. The scar's gonna be easy. Because like if we just hide this for a second, right? If we just go simple half a U, all right, let's just go with the circle to start. If I go with the simple circle, go with a straight line, right? And if I can get a semicircular shape, so more like to change that, go with this. It'll make sense in like 20 seconds. Do a straight line here, a straight line here. Go with the eraser. Goodbye. That's how you make like really simple eyes. That's how you do derpy eyes on derpy face. The next important characteristic is to add the scar back, which is just two different layers. Dude, I always thought the British accent was TikTok, but they talk like that. I watch British scenes. Mm-hmm. Yep, the Brits do indeed talk like that. Hold up. Let's add this back. And let's pip that color, that exact red, because that is a very special red. Hide that layer again. Get the line tool. Scar. There we go. So now we at least have the scar on the eye. Issue is that it's not the exact way that it should be. It should be more like that. Oh, fancy cup of mate. Yeah. Nah. They be like that. The next thing is we just gotta draw these semicircles, which means I do actually want the pen to do this part. Because I'm not gonna be able to be so steady with the mouse to do this. Who the hell is who the hell is Kratos? Good question. Kratos. I'm probably gonna have to turn auto mod. Where the hell is Oh, double screens doing funnies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It looks like Kratos. It's gonna continue to look like that. Oh no, I just realized I'm gonna have to work on like half a screen's worth because if I oh no, it doesn't. Okay, the pad's smart enough. Hold up, let's make sure this green's the correct green. It's gonna be cringy. This whole thing's gonna be cringy to be straightforward because this is like an emerald green almost. It's a very light emerald green though. All right. We got the little pot on that side drawn. Let's do it on this side. This is gonna look so ununiform. I probably could just duplicate the face to be honest. 5 rupees, 100%. That is the current budget. 5 rupees. Actually, it's 0 rupees. Otherwise, shoot, I gotta go back to the pencil. Hold up, because it's not connected if we zoom in on it. I'm so used to drawing with a mouse, but I only have so many dongle slots. I don't have enough to do all of it. I don't have enough dongles to do everything. All right, so that gets that. That gets that. There we go. That 1 pixel. 5 rupees. 100% the budget right here. Only five. Oh, now the pixel's too high. All right, screw this pad. I really want to try it, but it's just so difficult while trying there. I'm gonna have to take time to get used to this. Watch it. We're gonna keep it on mouse for the rest of this stream, and it will be fine as long as I do zoom and all that. Zoom, drop it down. And keep in mind, we're also working off of MS Paint here. We're being cheap. So the next trick is to go white line here, and we want it to be from here. No. Oh, because it's going off of green from there. Sad. Alright, let's see. That's too thick. It's too thick. Thick boy. I gotta somehow get it where it's actually being a thinner line than that, what it's trying to draw. Because the thickness of the writing tool is too big. We literally want it like just a few pixels. Looks cringy, but I can get used to this. Mm-hmm. This is how it always starts with me. Uh-oh. Where did that come from? Oh, it's the bendy line tool. That's why. It's not actually the pen. Hold up. Too smooth. We want to go sharper. That should roughly be the sharpness we want. Yes. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, my model is very cringe worthy. I do have scar over eye, so it's always going to be cringe. That is guaranteed. Now, if we look in comparison, at least part of it started. The eyes are supposed to be red as well. That same like scar red. No, it's supposed to be this darker shade. So let's pip that right there. Yeah, I figured. It's more of a maroon. Oh, we're on the wrong layer. Turn that into this, that into this, that into this. Ta-da! So that gets us the starter for this emoji stuff. Eyes match, kind of, not quite. I'll need to come back over this with a dark outline. And then we'll stop there because if we keep getting more and more detailed, it's just going to get overcomplicated. So we'll go in here, not this, just this. Ah! Start with the edging. Boop. Breathe ever so slightly. You can literally see I'm doing pixel by gosh darn pixel. That's what we call precise right there. Or just a complete lack of actual skill. Have to go in and do it this detailed. Like, oh yeah, I can't just round it out and just call it good. No, realistically, you probably could get away with something way easier than what I'm doing. But nope, I'm not gonna do that. I have always been this level of doom and will consider to and will continue to be this level of doom. One pixel off. Here we go. I'll leave that just a little darker than the rest. For reasons. Alright, let's see how it's too thin. It also looks wonky. It's not even. Uh, hmm. Let's try this. Right? Try doing this on top of it. Instead of elongating it that way, elongating it this way. Just a little bit longer. Not that much for the half pot. Yeah. Okay. Come back with the eraser here. Let's get rid of this top part manually. As you can see, I'm a very bad MS Paint artist. It's very slow, very cringe, but we are trying. Believe me, this is how it's been in the back rooms for forever. Oh wait, that's the wrong red. This red. Better together. Take on me. Alright, that should be getting closer. We can ignore some of the extra details in the eyes. We can ignore the extra details. Let's get rid of this eye. I'm gonna be dropping my average viewership with this stream. That's fine. I thought this would be something funny. Selective grab this whole little section here. Boop. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not that bad. I thought it just completely disappeared. Copy it. And then what we want to do is we want to flip it horizontal. Bingo. And we can come back with that eraser tool. Yoink. Yurt. Get this again. Paint. Ta-da! Now we look like a stick figure man. We got stick figure man part done. Only took us like 15 minutes to get that much. Yay. Only took, 15 minutes. So the next part is to change the head shape a little bit more. Let's get rid of the circle. Okay, that was for reference for this part. Yet again, we're gonna go pretty much with a uh-oh. No, we don't need that. Black circle. Something pretty much elongated bottom, mid top. We want it to kind of be about maybe even more stretch. No, because that stretches the roundness a little. We want, is it like almost this? Yeah, we'll go with that. Erase it from this part up. And then do a different tactic. So let's go with just some straight lines for like a quarter of a second just to kind of get some idea of what it would look like. So that gives us at least the boundings for where we want our stuff to be. Let's see, what color is our mouth? Mouth be like theirs. Boop. That's a very dark red. I feel like that's the skin, not the mouth. I thought I made the mouth red brighter. Yeah, I did. That's just going to be a simple year. That would work for the angry. What do y'all think? I think that works for the angry, right? Maybe I finally let y'all know that it's it's I do have fangs in my teeth. So maybe I go like this, go like this, and then it only lets me do two bends. Sad. All right, well I guess I do it like this then. Ah, let's just go. You spin me right around, baby, right around. When you go around, when you go. I'm touching my eye with my tooth. Is that how anatomy works? Stabbing my ow. Is that how anatomy works? Can you stab your eye with your tooth? Ow, the other one. And considering how I have it in the original, we'll keep it the same for sake of stuff. Just like this partial smile. Not that partial. We'll do this partial. So that should get us a good bit in here. Because it has this partial little smile to it. So I think that's a good start. Now it's to do on top of this. So if we reveal this, let's go back into this layer, hide that layer. Let's shift this to be more in line. Yoink. Yoop. Yeah, look at that. That's derped. We derped the face. Yeah, we definitely are derping my face up. Totally can't tell. It's totally the same, right? Totally the same. Not derped whatsoever. Oh my gosh, this is so derpy. All right. Magnificent artist skills. Somehow I made this, yet I can't do a chibi of it. Simplify it. Or at least I'm not doing a great job at chibifying it. I guess the next part is the hair and then the horns, right? So let's go onto this layer. And let's try copying the main parts of this head shape. Or let's shrink this first. Let's shrink this down to be kind of proportional, and then I can actually use the template that's been created. Yoink! Uber. Warp. Not yet. It's not about the same head shape. Almost. It's gotta be even smaller. Not that level of small. Okay, that should be about it. There's a tilt to it, but that is about the head shape. All right, let's get the hair going. In order to do that, we're gonna have to go back down here and pip the hair because the hair is pretty much black, but there is this purple part to it. The highlight's like this berry kind of purple because I didn't understand colors. So I did it the way I thought made the most sense. Why is this? I'm active on this layer. This is the layer I'm trying to draw on. Activate hidden layer. You are not able to draw on the canvas. Why am I not able to? This layer is hidden. Oh, hit the. Okay, this one's not. Okay, I follow now. All right, hide this for a minute. Hide the dirt. Let's go. No, we're not trying to select zone. We're trying to do this. The black. So I think it's most important. No, we don't want to go with the solid line. Solid line's a little too rough. We want to go with this. Bend it. No. This to this. Bend. No. This to this. All right, try it one more time here. See if I can click off, click back on. There we go. That's how we get through that, is we do that. And I'll go with this. And I will split these into two separate hair strands. Slightly. Not really that much, but I'm going to split them up just slightly. Uh-oh. From the tip to here. And then we'll give it some bend. Swap off, swap on. I want to get from here to like I kind of care about this head shape. I kind of more want to be like with this curve. That's a little too aggressive. Nah, I'm not a fan of that one. Let's go to here and then do this bend. No. Start from here, go to here. Do a bend into there. Okay, so that gets us this kind of outer hair. Cancel it, get on a new one. Do something similar for this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's getting us some starts on that. Now we got to get these kind of outer hair, or let's get the head shape, the top of the head shape here. For the hair. We'll do the horns in a separate layer. I think the move is to make this two separate. So go like here with one. And go, uh-oh. because there is kind of a dent there. I was indeed dropped as a little egg. Some adventurers tried taking me out of the cave. Nah, that's not the story. That's not the story. That's not the real story. Maybe someday I'll drop that lore vid for everybody to know what actually happened. That's for the future. I don't know why, but this makes me want to laugh. That shape, for some reason, makes me want to laugh. And back to here. And we want to kind of follow this just a little bit, because this hair spike kind of is somewhat important. Not too important, but it is kind of there. Same, and so then we should also reflect that one. There to there, there to there, and this is going to look weird because it's not connected nicely. Yuck. All right, let's try that again. Here to here. Bend. Call me the Avatar, for I'm the last color bender. Alright, let's save that. Hide it. Add it on. And hey, look, we're getting something. I'm looking way too smug, but we are getting somewhere. Don't worry, the thing will be blown up, the face will be blown back up, so the hair is gonna look different later. It's definitely gonna change. It is all going to change. Hide the face again. That means we gotta keep fixing the hair just a little bit. I think the next thing is just to have this curl at the bottom. So like here to here, bend to the extreme, and then give like one more slight bend so it keeps going. Same with here on this end. Go from here to here, bend to here, bend. Nope, that's not how you're supposed to bend that. Let's try it again. This is probably not going to go the way I want it to because this is a little too extreme. Yeah. All right, let's simplify it. Go from here to here. There we go. That's pretty nice. So that gets the like bottom parts of that. And it means we have to connect it back to up here somehow. So if you look at how this one's tracing, that's the inner, so we need the outer. So we need to basically duplicate this. So go from like here to here, bend that, go from here. Uh-oh. No, that's fine. That's fine. That looks fine. It's okay. It's not that bad. Bend that out. Hide the body. Sure. Swamp, go back in. Do the same for over here. Go from here to here-ish. Give it that bend. Swap tool. Here to like here. Give it that bend. Yeah, I can fix it up later. Swap. That's not, no, this, cool. Almost. I'm not going to focus so much on the rest of the hair feathering. I don't think that's that important. I think just connecting them, though, does matter. Connecting this upper part, which that means we want to lower the layer. Can I lower the layer opacity? Like, there has to be a way, right? Guess not. I guess it's one or none with how this is set up. Which just means I'm gonna have to do funnies with my line tools. Because this is gonna connect to the outside, but it doesn't need it directly. So I can come back with the pencil. Scuffed. Scuffed. So scuffed. It's fine though. It's fine. Now I gotta get the outer head shape. This is totally not scuff to scuffed scuff. No. It's just scuff. to be scuffed for scuffed. Oh, I'm on this tool? No, I don't want that tool. I actually want pencil now to trace parts of this. I can unrough it later, but for now, I want to just get the outline of all of this. And it's gonna look terrible for a minute, but I can fix it afterwards. Which layer is this being drawn on? Oh no. That's the wrong layer. That's the base layer. I just drew that all on. Hold up. Hide the rest of this. Yoinks, yoinks, yikes, spikes. Ooch. That's being too precise. Come back in on this. Go down. I can round it out later, like I said. It's more important just to get this rough idea. Please be on the right layer. Yeah, that looks gross. That looks gross, but we can fix it. So let's increase the thickness. Go back over this more smoothly. Try to make it look way more natural. Because this is rough. That was rough. And I can smooth this crevice out. Now I can smooth this crevice in. Yeah, I have long hair if y'all didn't notice before now. Hopefully y'all did now. Kind of. Alright, so at this point, I think I can paint bucket it and just get a feel. We'll go back with the pencil just to darken that out. Completely black this stuff in. Come back with the pencil. Yoink. You please be careful. Hey, Mr. Policeman. I don't know how many of you are suffering the brain damage that I am inflicting, but we're here. I'm trying not to breathe right now. Not screw this up too bad. Yeah, that totally looks like a hold up. This will be even funnier this way. Zoom out just a little bit just to show how bad this is in comparison. Yoink. Hey, look, I'm totally not wearing a wig, guys. I promise. I totally swear. This is not a wig. Mm-hmm. Not a wig. Alright, now time to try overlaying those horns. Hide this, add this. Oh gosh. Maybe I made this too realistic. Or maybe it's just not correct proportionally. Hold up. Oh, gosh. Yikes. Uh, hmm. It looks arse. It looks arse. It looks completely arse. I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. Is it recoverable in any way? too detailed. It's too detailed. Also, it's too big in the center there. Even though that might be real proportion, it's too big in the center. Shrink it. Oh, that's too much of a bite out of it. Shrink it a little. Shrink this a bit. Oh, gosh. That's too much. Removed at that point. There's an argument to come back in. Okay, maybe we can see if we can make this work. We might be able to get this to work. I am 100% sure it's completely Tostino'd, but there's a shot. I guess. Keep being subtractive with it. Just not that smooth. Cause I'm a smooth operator. Cause I'm a smooth operator. Maybe I come back with the pencil here. Question mark. We any closer? Are we any closer, dubes? Are we any gosh darn closer? Because I honestly can't tell if we're any closer. It's without horns, so no horns yet. Uh, and the horns are definitely going to be the hardest part. I mean, are they really though? Hold up. Let me see if we can just speed draw these horns. And I think that'll be the end of stream. We're on the right layer. Hold up. Pick the horn color. Make a new layer. Here we go. Just like roughly sketch these. If you didn't notice before, let me let y'all in on the secret. They're just Italy, pretty much. A little fake. Not that little. Okay, more like. There we go. Nope. Whoosh. Whoosh. Ta-da. Alright. That practically gets the majority of the outline here. Which means just take this, come back at it, and just fill these small little patches I left behind. That also means we can select this zone here, copy it, paste it, flip it, horizontal. Yeah. Back in this stuff, change the layer, move up, Absolutely immense levels of cringe, I know. But hey, it's kind of it's kind of there, right? Only took us 40 minutes of MS Paint. um I don't think it's perfect, but I mean the proportions are still kind of off. I still want to grab this whole thing and lower it. Uh-oh, not that little of a grab. I'm gonna have to do a complicated grab here. Like that. I still want to shift it down about there, which means I want to shrink this about that much. Go back in with the pencil, the black. Fill it just a little bit. Fill this. That's what I want to simplify is this part. Really. I want to make it slightly less. There we go. Which means the horns get dragged down now too. As y'all can see, my eye for detail, booty, very booty. And then we'll go back in here with the pencil. We need like a lighter red. No, a dark-ish color, but not like full on brush. Like this is pretty much strip details for the face. That should be pretty much strip details for the face. I want to save this on multiple layers, but the issue is it's not going to. So the best thing I can do is I can save it as PNG. Save this as a PNG. Okay, now hide this layer. File, save as PNG 2, right? Hide this, unhide this, save. Oh, no. What I wanted to do was save as PNG, change the name to 3. Okay, and then when we combine all 3 of these, unhide this layer, unhide this layer, unhide this layer, we save it as PNG, I guess 0. With all 3 of them combined, save. Now I wanna double check my files, make sure my files are all correct here. PNG2 is the face. There's no hair, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna rename PNG3 the hair. Because, yeah, that's not saved properly. So get rid of face, get rid of the horns here on the hair. File, save as PNG, remove that 0, change the name back to 3. Oh, y'all can't see this part. I'm gonna replace that. Hit OK. Check my files again. I guess. I hopefully should be doing more funny emoji stuff in the future with it. But as of right now, that compared to this, it's cheeky. It's not all there. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a base start for some things. I don't know if I'm going to put in the purple highlights because that might be too much detail, but this is definitely the thing. With that, it's been fun. It's been weird. It's been wild. I will see you dudes later.